welcome to Dirge of Mourning's Coffin Carrier. We are your hosts, Andrew A. Graves and Terabella Thorne. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at a band from Turkey called Depressive Mode, with their song, And the End. I hope you enjoy it. That was fucking beautiful.
Yes, it was. I quite agree.
I was not fucking expecting that. I wasn't.
I really wasn't either because of the length of the song being so short. I was thinking, what is this thing going to be? And it surprised me.
I'm lost for words. How just the only one that comes to mind is beautifully written. That was.
So, there's a few things that I would like to say about the music.
Go for it.
Okay. So, it begins with a beautiful sounds of piano or keyboard, and the thing that I really liked, this snare drum through the whole thing. So it pretty much kept the same beats and sort of melodic little melody going on there through the whole song. And it was very enjoyable. When the other thing I would like to say, before we talk anything about the lyrics, I would like to say this. The sound of the death growl of the voice was amazing. It's just the sound I like. Starts with very whispery quality, yet you can understand the words. This is what I like. So that was my very first impression of this song, and beautiful.
Oh, you're not wrong, because that intro piano piece was just breathtaking.
Yes.
This is I'm trying to wrap my head around, like, there's got to be a way that I could sort of put this like particular sound into people and go, look, heavy metal, no matter what subgenre it may be, is not what you think it is. Listen carefully. And I think this piece, just this piano piece of musicianship, could change minds. That's how beautifully done it was.
This is a tiny little masterpiece.
It is.
It's a tiny little masterpiece.
It really fucking is.
For such a short thing, it did blow me away. I was surprised. I was very pleasantly surprised. I wasn't expecting this. I liked it a lot.
And I was just like, I was too focused on just on the music alone. I didn't even get enough time to finish reading the frickin' lyrics. That's how like good the musicianship was in this.
That's how I felt. I felt in this particular song, I don't usually say this about funerals, but I felt in some ways the music blew me away more so than the lyrics.
Oddly enough, I'm going to have to agree with that assessment, because I was all ready to go, okay, here's going to be something very standard, kind of the stuff that we've heard before, just done with a slightly blackened tint to it, hence the length of the song and its production. But no, the lyrics came secondary.
Amazing, because you and I are both lyric people.
Yeah.
We've both written many poems, lyrics, etc., studied them, and enjoy them very much.
And for the lyrical element,
I'm going to just say this. I think the lyrics in this one, they touch on basically just one concept. They don't really stand alone. I think you'd have to have the music to support this one. They're just kind of, to me, a little bit standard.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the way they were delivered.
Yes, that's the thing. The simplicity of the lyrics is what I think it needed to be. Because if they were too complicated, everything then would just become a jumbled up mess. You wouldn't be able to feel the music or the lyrics. You'd have to pick between the two. Whereas when you have...
It is short, so you're going to have a short, simple little poem. You're not going to have a big, long, drawn-out, melodrama here.
Right.
Doors
Though I will have to...
close, wounds are unfaithful, abandoned lives. You know, it's
I think
kind of...
that gets to the core theme here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Of the idea here is, you know, again, the lyrics kind of point this out yet again in the spoken word part of the last verse here. It's a kind of tragedy, no matter who lives it.
Yeah.
In other words, this is life.
Right.
And the ending of this particular paragraph ends with, and it is the beginning of the end. From a spawned soul into that chaos. That is the perfect example of, like, what life is. It's chaotic, even at the best of times. Like, you've always got something that could go wrong at any moment. So, when you are you're sort of almost born into chaos. You know, you're kicking, screaming, what the hell am I doing here?
Right.
Even when you think you've got a handle on your life, chaotic parts can come into it. So again, the metaphor here is, life is a struggle, but ultimately we're all going to die.
That's what I get for it. That I read into it pretty much exactly that. It's unfortunate, but we all gotta die. I think that's kind of what it's saying.
This is perhaps one of the better aspects for it being the blackened funeral doom that it is. It can just come out right and say, yeah, we're all fucked.
Yeah, I think that is what it's saying. I mean,
pretty much.
You can't escape it.
Right. There doesn't matter what, you know, whether you're faithful, unfaithful.
You know, I don't care how much money you have, or if you're going up to the moon or Mars or wherever the heck you're going to try to escape this. You can't.
Right.
And,
there's no voodoo doctor, no religion, no science-based element at the moment, if there ever will be, to keep you from death. Death will find you.
Which is why I tend to lead my own personal life in the manner of, let me just try to see how much fun I can have now, because you never know what's going to happen.
Exactly. And that's why, for me anyway, listening to Funeral Doom gives me that reminder. Yeah. And a song like this, because the lyrics are basically that point, along with, again, beautiful music.
That's the thing. The music is basically like holding up this whole song. I mean, and it's through the whole song. I just enjoyed that so much.
The thing that also blows me away, though, is the fact that these guys have been around since 2007 with their EP.
I think 2007. They're from where?
They're from Turkey, and this particular song came out round about 2011 to 2013 on the album Tales from Lonely Lands.
Are they still active? Are they making albums?
The last one they had out, 2020.
Oh,
so they released an album.
COVID time.
Yeah.
It seemed like a lot of Funeral Doom came out during COVID.
It did actually, and maybe that's something that we could get into later down the line of our theory behind that. But for now, I'm literally just going to state this: if you haven't heard of this band, and you're wondering what in the hell are we on about, and you've only just heard a small sample of what this band is capable of, go check out their entire discography. It won't take you long. There's an EP and 3 albums that are worth checking out, at least in my humble opinion.
Well, it makes for a nice Saturday morning listen. If you're busy doing something with papers or something, you just put it on and listen to this kind of stuff, and it would definitely be an interesting thing to do.
Well, one of the things that I found myself enjoying was literally on a rainy day, I was listening to this album, and I just really enjoyed it. because I wasn't focusing on anything other than just letting the atmosphere build.
Yeah.
You know, especially
Well,
with a song like this.
You showed me some other song of theirs, and I think I really liked it. Or did we listen to an album? I don't remember, but I know I liked them.
Yeah. Basically, it was a single song that I sent you, and now we're doing.
I said I really liked that. So hopefully this kind of sound and lyrics holds up throughout their discography, and I'm actually going to have to go and check out more because this was pleasant.
Well, see, that's why I was going to say I'm not going to give away what each of their albums sound like.
Right.
I want to encourage you guys to go and listen to it and have your own opinion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Get a feel for it yourself. See where it takes you. Because again, not every funeral doom piece has to be 18 minutes long of, the same riff 20,000 times. It can just be a nice short song that does get to the point sometimes.
Yeah.
Now, granted, that's not usually how it goes, but you can have that occasionally. And I think in this case, it was absolutely perfect.
Lovely song. Lovely little song. Check it out.
Oh, absolutely. So I guess that just brings us to the scoring.
The scoring.
I'm going to have to do something I never thought I would do. It's a fucking 10 out of 10 song.
Oh, you put me on the spot here. I am going to say for me 9.5. We can give it a 10 though, because I know you know a little more about Funeral Doom than I do. Let's call it a 10, but my actual score is going to be a 9.5, only for the fact that the lyrics were a tiny bit lessened than the music. That's the only reason. However, we did cover all that, but for me,
well,
9.5.
I'll compromise with you then. I'll compromise.
9.75.
But I still stand behind the fact that I feel that it's a 10. Simply due to the fact that
you score it, you put the score up there, you score it the way you want to. I'm behind you, whatever you put up there.
Fair enough, but I'm going to explain my reasons for why it's a 10. Obviously, I just explained some of the reasons. But,
yeah.
Yes, the fact that it was a nice short song for a change.
Yeah.
Every piece of the music was absolutely gorgeous. The lyrics were straight to the point. I love when lyrics get straight to the point, where they don't faff about too long.
And the delivery of the delivery.
Yes, that was the next part I was going to say. The way that the vocals are done, is absolutely amazing, because the guy's technique somehow goes from like death growl to a whispery growl to spoken word.
Yeah.
Quite seamlessly.
Yeah. I liked that.
And that helped give it a more grandiose feeling to me. Of like, okay, you've got your standard sort of like repetitive like chorus throughout the song, but then you've got this beautifully spoken word piece right at the end. And it is just, magnificent to hear.
I think for actually a very short 4-minute song, we shall give this a 10 because it's giving a nod to how concise they were at making a little short composition sound so great. So let's just do that. Let's just give this particular song a 10 for this lovely little song, this little known band.
You heard it first here, guys. It's our first ever 10.
No, I think we gave somebody else a 10.
Did we?
Might have been Frowning or Howling Void. We're pretty close to those because we love those. I'm not sure.
I'll check that out. I'll check that out, but
you guys go check that out. Everybody check it out, because we have some very interesting songs up that we want you all to check out.
I'm still saying it's our first. I think it's our first.
Maybe.
I think it is. You guys will have to let me know in the comments. But yes.
This was a lot of fun for a short little song. If you don't want to spend ages and ages listening to a 24-minute song, listen to this 4-minute song and see what you think.
Absolutely.
Well,
That's going to do it from us here at Coffin Carrier. We are your hosts, Andrew A. Graves and Terabella Thorne. And remember, every day is a funeral.